Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are from group PBLRKS 205. We will present about our project called DDoS Defense Matrix, DDoS attack simulation and mitigation in a GNS3 network. Before presenting, please allow me to introduce our project manager and my team members. Our project manager is Mrs. Festi Windasari, and my team members are Zanet, Aina, Udin, Dinda, Fiza, and Lukman. And the team leader is me, Raihan Juliandri. To start this presentation, the first thing we're gonna explain is about definition of DDoS and DDoS defense matrix. DDoS is a malicious attempt to flood a server with traffic, making its services unavailable. DDoS defense matrix is a framework used to model attacks and implement mitigation steps against DDoS threats.
Okay, so types of DDoS attack. The first one is SYN flood. SYN flood is an attack designed to make the server unresponsive by flooding system resources with excessive TCP SYN requests. The second one is UDP flood, an attack that exploits the UDP protocol by sending excessive UDP packets to flood the server with unwanted traffic, causing it to run out of resources. The third one, HTTP flood. HTTP flood is an attack aimed at crashing the server by flooding it with HTTP requests, such as excessive GETs or POST requests.
Network topology design. The network topology is built with two main zones, an external network as the attack source and internal network as the target system and service. All defense systems are centered on the presence firewall. First, firewall routes to the filter incoming connection based on IP, port, and protocol. Second, Suricata IDS and IPS enable on-presence to detect threat in real time. If an attack is found, the traffic gets blocked and locked. And the last, all external traffic is routed through presence, so everything gets filtered and analyzed first.
Next, I will explain our tools to activate DDoS attack. We built a tool called FloodX, which comes with features like refreshing botnet status to check if it's shut down, ready, or running. Second, adding botnet as many as needed. On these tools, we also edit and SSH mode features so we can monitor botnet resources or customize the attack manually.
Okay, next we also build our own live server to monitoring the server resource. This live server monitoring will send a notification if the server resource usage exceeds 80% usage.
Okay, so here I will explain about a risk management report. As you guys can see on the table, the two assets with the highest score are network topology with 56 score and 5 absence firewall with 48 score. These two assets will be mitigated with the strategy explained on the next slide. Next. So here for the description of those two asset information, which recommend with the mitigate strategy. For their technical container, both are stored on team laptops with access and control restricted to the networking team only. Next.
In this slideshow, there is the case stage of our project timeline. We start with the literature studies and tool preparation using GNS3, firmware, and Wireshark. Then we develop both command line and GUI-based DDoS tool, include our custom tool, FloodX. We simulate attack and analyze traffic using Wireshark, then continue with debugging and improvement. Finally, we create a risk management report to validate and verify our result. As shown, our project progressed steadily from planning to full implementation, reaching 100% completion. Okay, next, team task distribution within our team. Rehan Juliandri, Zanet Evelyn Zoli, Aina Hanifatur Robani Alfat, and Dinda Savitri were assigned to the programming section. Muhammad Farudin and Lukman Bayaki handled the documentation. Hafiza was in charge of networking and servers.
Finally, the presentation has reached its final page. We apologize for any mistakes and hope this project can be further developed and improved. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.